emotional closure to the families or to the people who are affected?
Yes, why not? और जे कुछ चंगे स्टेप लेते जाते ने और जिन्हें फैमिलीज के बच्चे मारे गए ने और उन्होंने दस्या जाए कि तुम्हारा बच्चा मर चुका हैगा, then if you initiate steps that some compensation be given to the families and action is also recommended against those officials who were responsible for these deaths, right, and it will certainly they will feel, the लोग feel करेंगे साडी गवर्नमेंट हैगी है, साडी कुछ कर रही हैगी है, but just to say that nothing happened and they were foreigners and all that will not suffice at all.
Right. मैं जानते चल सब तौर तो सवाल पूछना चाहूँगी कि होर सिविल सोसाइटी है जो कहे जो कदम चुक सकती है ताकि ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਫੈਮਲੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਲੋਜ਼ਰ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਸਕਣ?
ਮੈਡਮ ਦੇਖੋ, ਸਿਵਲ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਨੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ, ਪੰਜਾਬ 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਿਊਮਨ ਰਾਈਟਸ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਬੜੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਦੇਣ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ, ਕੱਲੇ ਕੱਲੇ ਆਦਮੀ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਦੱਸਣ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਬੜਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਬੇਇਨਸਾਫੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਵਰਕੇਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ, ਨਾ ਪੋਲੀਟੀਕਲ ਹੈਗਾ, ਨਾ ਜੁਡੀਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਹੈਗਾ, ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਲੈਜਿਸਲੇਟਿਵ ਹੈਗੀ, ਸਾਰੇ ਡੈਡ ਨੇ ਸਿਸਟਮ।
ਰਾਈਟ।
ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕਾਮਨ ਮੈਨ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਆਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿ ਸਕਦੀ। ਜੇ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਦੀ ਵਿਲ ਹੋਵੇ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲਖਨਪਾਲ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਦ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਕੋ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਮਿਸਿੰਗ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਕਦੋਂ ਦੇ ਮਿਸਿੰਗ ਨੇ, ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਿਸਿੰਗ ਹੋਏ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੋਕੇਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਕੰਪਨਸੇਟ ਕਰਨ। ਜੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਜੇ ਰੂਲ ਆਫ ਲਾ ਦੇ ਐਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਮਾਰੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੀਕਿਊਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਬੜਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ, ਭਾਵੇਂ ਉਹ ਡੀਜੀਪੀ ਤੋਂ ਅਪ ਟੂ ਕਾਂਸਟੇਬਲ ਹੋਵੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ
ਪ੍ਰੋਸੀਕਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਸਮਾਂ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਮਿਸਟਰ ਲਖਨਪਾਲ, ਮਿਸਟਰ ਚਹਿਲ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਟੂਡੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।
ਗ੍ਰੇਟਫੁਲ ਜੀ, ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਿਹਰਬਾਨੀ।
ਇਟਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਟੂ ਟੇਕ ਅਨਦਰ ਸ਼ਾਰਟ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਓਵਰ ਹੇਅਰ, ਟੂ ਸਟੇ ਵਿਦ ਅਸ। Welcome back. A staggering 1 lakh Indians working abroad are choosing to return home every year. That's the centre's figure, and a pointer perhaps to the growing economic clout of India and the business opportunities it offers. If you needed any proof of a reverse brain drain, it's here. 1 lakh Indians, 60,000 of them professionals, are returning to India every year. Is the highest percentage anywhere in the world, according to the Secretary of the Ministry of Overseas Indian Affairs, Dr. A. Didar Singh. In Chandigarh to release a CRID study report on the Indian diaspora with reference to development and migration from Punjab, Dr. Didar Singh said half of the professionals who were coming back to India leaving jobs abroad were from the IT sector.
As an Indian citizen, I cannot. There's a study which was done by Strugels and Hedricks, which was done basically with professionals. That has given a figure of 60,000 professionals returning back to India every year on an annual basis. Our estimate is actually 100,000, because we have to add to it also workers and others who are also coming back who may not be tracked by the system. We are estimating, in fact India is recording, we believe, one of the highest such return migration, return of professionals, return of workers who are coming back to take employment in the country itself because of the opportunities in India. Our estimates show that if we talk about 1 lakh, IT professionals out of that category will be somewhere around 500,000.
To check cases of human rights violations and cheating and fraud with Indians migrating to other countries, the central government is launching an e-migration project.
Employers overseas, we have blacklisted almost 100 now. Employers overseas, we have blacklisted almost 100 now. We are also now implementing what is called an e-migrate project, by which everything will now become electronic. And this electronic system will also be linked with the e-migrate project. This electronic system will also be linked with the countries where they are going, like Bahrain or UAE or whatever it is, so that the visa and labor contract given by them there is verified in advance before you send. And the single most greatest advantage of this will be that once a worker has accepted a certain terms and condition, nobody can change it after that. Because the biggest problem used to be that they will promise you something, and when you arrive there, they say, "Nahi, oh, I've given you free food, I've given you something else, therefore I'm reducing." Now you cannot change it. Duplicate contract, change contract. So all this is going to be stopped.
Former Ambassador and Principal Advisor of CRID, Paramjeet Singh Sahai, prepared the report along with Dr. Krishan Chand, Pavan Kumar and Tanya Sahai. He said they have recommended formation of a diaspora policy to cover all migration aspects.
Is to have a diaspora policy which covers immigration aspect, and other is in view of the growing importance of migration that we should also start celebrating the International Migration Day. Okay. Then besides that, I think it is very important for India to sign the international treaties on migration, PO, Protective Migration Offices, so that you make sure that there's more stress on legal migration. You see, they have enough facilities, you see, to take care of the people and give them the strength. Then I think we have to focus on the youth, which is very important. I think for any future connectivity with abroad, the youth has to be the essence. For the Punjab government, we have said that they should set up a separate department. You see, they have a separate NRI, but it should be a full-fledged minister, who full-time, cabinet minister is already there, but he doesn't have a full-time. I mean, that is subsidiary charge. So he should, the main charge should be this thing. And then they should set up a few committees which could look after different aspects. Development projects, looked after Punjabi language and literature, knowledge transfer.
Punjab's Chief Secretary S.C. Agarwal said that the state government was taking various steps to help the NRIs.
The other issue, of course, is taking care of the various problems that NRIs face in respect of their property and their family matters at home. We have put in place a good number of institutional arrangements for taking care of such matters. Police, in the police department, an officer of the level of IG is looking after these matters. For the civil matters, a person of the commissioner secretary to government is taking care of these matters. We are trying to put the land records, which is one of the major issues, to make them available on the net. There are already about 75% of the state who can today get computerized land records.
Secretary Didar Singh said the Ministry of Overseas Indian Affairs was serious in protecting the rights of NRIs and was also signing MOUs with different countries in this regard and also solving many cases diplomatically. With camera person Mandeep Singh and Kirandeep, this is Jasleen Kaur for Day and Night News, Chandigarh. To discuss this issue, we have with us in the studios former ambassador and principal advisor of CRID, Paramjit Singh Sahai, who is one of the experts who have prepared the report, and Anil Malhotra, who is an advocate and specializes in NRI affairs. Welcome to our studios, both of you. Mr. Sahai, I'll begin with you. Is the return of Indians something that we should rejoice?
I think we are very happy that they're coming back. And that shows the strength of the Indian economy. And also, he was using the word reverse brain drain.
Right.
I wouldn't call that. I would call it is a brain circulation. See, like the circular migration.
Right.
So they are helping both ways. They supplement the brain drain or something like that. You see, it is not that. You see, but I think the number is not that large compared to our population figure, thing like that. You see, look,
about 100,000 every year.
100,000 not large. The total, you take total migratory process or thing like that. See,
right.
But it's a good beginning. It's a good show the good strength of the country and the economy.
Right. I'll come to Mr. Malhotra. Do you think our economy can absorb 100,000 people? Out of those, like 60,000 are IT professionals.
I personally think this figure is too good to be true.
Okay.
We have 30 million NRIs living in 180 countries abroad, and there may be people working in LPOs, KPOs or outsourced work centers, but I think all the top high-end professionals are still abroad. I really don't think the figures seem to be true unless they are based on very authentic and reliable research and data, which I'm sure the people who have written the report may have looked into.
Right.
But I have my doubts about it.
Okay, Mr. Sahai, now, can you just remove his doubts?
No, I know what is doubts. But the number, the less numbers, you think, or they are showing more than they are coming?
Yeah, Mr. Malhotra?
I deal with these issues daily, particularly watching the trends of migration. I think all top high-end, high-network individuals who earn exorbitant sums are still there because they do not have the kind of return, they do not have the kind of professional fulfillment or other ends in India, because that environment has not yet come.
Right.
No, but I think there are people like Murthy who came back, Narayana Murthy, the whole time. Also, in those times when there are very limited opportunities. So I think there are many more opportunities here in India than in the United States.
All right.
People are prepared.
I have very little time.
I would
left
think
with me.
I would
Yeah.
think that the new innovative schemes of, let us say, the British government or the US people, they seem to wean away and attract all the top high-end people still. There may be rare cases coming back, but my experience shows that very many of them come, get disillusioned and go back.
Like Mr. Sahib, opportunities create jobs and seasoned professionals create opportunities. So are you looking at a situation of a boom or is it a situation of a gloom?
No, boom in what way? What way you do?
In the sense they're returning back, how beneficial is their return to our economy?
I think you see there are certain areas where they have developed the expertise. See, like many American companies, British companies, they are setting the offices here. So what they are doing is that they are also sending their experts, you see, Indian origin, who want to come and go there and get the experience. Then also there are a lot of entrepreneur opportunities. You know, I know my nephews who are in the States, they come here, they have set up their own companies. And now they are going back to America. So this is much more better, much more beneficial. And even from an individual's point of view, even you don't get that much of salary as in America.
Right.
But half of the salary, I think your life is much more comfortable.
Right. Mr. Malhotra, last question from you. That is a concern. Do you think the professionals will stay on in this country or will they again go back as soon as the global economic conditions start looking up?
Global economic conditions apart, I think one issue is very important, which is family stability. A first generation professional whose children have grown up in the country there will not want to relocate because his children do not want to come back. This is a very important ingredient in this whole aspect. Second, on the economic aspect issue, our economy is booming, but I think we are looking at something which is going to happen maybe another after 10 years. It's too early to predict, but I would think if they come back, they are welcome. But to me, honestly, this reality has not yet happened.
All right. I would like to thank you both for coming to our studios this evening. That's all we have in this edition of Prime. Till we meet again, good luck and goodbye.